What's up guys, Chris here from Mainely Mesh. Today is a wonderful day because finally Epic's Dragonfly 7 shaft has released. As far as looks go, this is my favorite Dragonfly ever. They dropped the gen entirely, so it just says Dragonfly 7 across the side. Very little of their green 382C coloring, which I think is great. I think that makes it much more accessible to people. We had a lot of people who wanted to buy a Dragonfly but didn't really like having that green on their shaft. So it's not quite black, but it's a much darker carbon than even their last coloring, and just a really cool look. You can put it on any head that you want. Can kind of dress it up, dress it down, as they say, with some tape jobs, but just a really cool look overall. As you can see here, the Dragonfly 7 is in a somewhat metallic, small print here. Up top, we have the Epic E, as well as their brand new Made in the USA logo, because this is the first Dragonfly ever made in the US. Along the bottom, we can see their intelligent weave, as well as all of the technologies that go into this shaft. We have the Flex IQ number, reload technology, torque box, the C30, Gen 7, and Epic. But as you can see here, this is actually torque box 2, which I will explain in a second. Aesthetics aside, this little weave pattern on the bottom also serves some function. So they're calling it the intelligent weave, and basically what this is doing is strengthening this bottom third of the shaft, where in my experience, a lot of these shafts, if you do have a really heavy cross checker, they're gonna break lower in the stick. So I've even seen when we have a really beefy deep hole, them breaking it about 6 to 10 inches above the bottom end of the handle. So it's gonna be really nice for you heavy cross checkers having a little bit more strength down in that area. It does make that bottom portion ever so slightly stiffer, but it really doesn't change that whole uniform flex point that Dragonflies are known for. And I really couldn't tell any difference in the flex between this and the Gen 6, which was hands down my favorite carbon fiber shaft I've ever used. So this is an incredible improvement in terms of the strength without sacrificing any of the performance that the Gen 6 model featured. The only other big item of note is, since they've brought all the manufacturing back to the US, this is a Dragonfly shaft, the first ever made back in the States, they also slightly changed the grip. So the C30 profile, which is what I have here, has a slightly sharper edges, which feels really nice in your hands. So it does have kind of more of a standout feel. It's less of your standard concave shape, and something that you're gonna put it in your hands and be like, oh, this is a Dragonfly, I can tell. And it just feels really nice as it sits in the palm, and something that gives you a ton of grip as you're playing out on the field. They also ever so slightly improved their slip grip technology, which is that kind of rough feel that all of their shafts have that usually wears off as it would on any carbon fiber shaft, but they have increased the durability of that this year, and it does feel a little bit more grippy. You can kind of hear my hands sliding up and down. It's a really nice feel, something I really liked about the Dragonflies, and I was really bummed when they took it away back with, I think, Gen 4, the early Gen 5s, but now it's back and better, back and better than ever, and one of my favorite features of the shaft. All in all, simply put, this is my favorite Dragonfly shaft ever made, and it was already my favorite carbon fiber shaft on the market with the Gen 6 models. Epic does an incredible job of controlling quality, having an industry-leading warranty, as well as having the ultimate feel and performance. In my mind, just the responsivity of the flex, snapping back to the original position with that reload technology, and then the torque box giving that really natural feel. This is a shaft that, if you're gonna spend $140 on a shaft, which is a lot of money, please don't waste it on something that's gonna snap on you or only have a 2-month warranty or 3-month warranty. In my opinion, this is what you're gonna wanna grab, and now the aesthetics back it up. It's a really good looking shaft, and now it matches those looks with the incredible performance that it's always had. So thanks so much to Epic for sending this bad boy over. Keep an eye out for my other reviews on the full Epic line. You're also gonna see some really awesome stuff where they are introducing the X30 and the E30 shapes in their deep holes as well this year, so you'll now be able to get an X60 and an E60 shaft. The F30 shaft no longer has that green strip, it's gonna be a gray strip, so there's a bunch of cool new features that I'm gonna talk about in a later video. But if you wanna buy this shaft, make sure you click the link down below to buy it, okay? Gotta use that link, help me out, help our friends over at Universal Lacrosse out. It's a really awesome product, and I know you guys are gonna love it. So thanks so much, guys. Ask me any more questions about it down below. I will catch you guys next time.